People would, I don't know. I always say this. I don't know because there are many people they do not have good times. So, and that's why I say, uh, I I did get some dreams. Uh, I will explain in a moment. So bear with me. Yeah. Yesterday I did go over the internet uh, to find music I really like, and there is one song I took to see what there is on the internet, what they did make out of this song more, because I'm always looking if there is more in it. So I did here with cars and with cats and little girls and a girl in a car. A little girl. Also, I did like Despacito. You call this boy I don't like? Oh yeah, Justin Bieber. So I did not know when I start to hear this song many times that Justin Bieber also did do his part in the song, because normally it's this Mexican or Spanish guy only, but then I see this despicable boy, Justin Bieber. I call him despicable because he is against my Father God. Uh, but he sings about heaven, but not for him. So yeah, I also did get something inside of Justin Bieber that something will happen. A long time ago in the beginning when I started to go to the internet, um, I did listen this these people who will sing, and if they are good or not. And then I was in Britain Got Talent, and all these things are done. So then I start in the beginning, the whole program till the end. But it was not my meaning to listen from the beginning till the end. So I stopped, and then directly God come, and God told me, you need to watch all. And then God did go. So I did listen to God, and well, I did follow the whole program. it took a while, but on the end I was in shock because there was a blind girl and she could only see 10%. So yeah, you can say that is blind. You know, you really, yeah, you are blind. 10%, then you are blind. And this girl did win, but all the and I did say, no man, the girl never can win this because she cannot sing better than the other people, you know. And I saw the other people sitting in a hall and talking to each other, and then big guys, bosses like this, come to them, you know, talk with them, and then they say, okay, it's okay, let the girl win, and all that kind of things, you know. So this was also a thing I saw. And then big guys did stand by the mom and the dad because they are also flabbergasted that the girl did win, you know. But the big guys with big muscles standing around this father and mom, you know, like if you say something, we're gonna kick your ass. So big guys, big protectors or something. And I saw this, and when I saw this blind girl, I directly told my father God, now I do understand directly why I need to watch. And she only did sing about angels, you know, and that's how she did win with that song. It's about angels, and so they dress her with very dirty things of Satan and all that kind of things, you know, real Satan things. But the girl cannot see it, so they put her in this Satan clothes. You know, the girl never understand, and then she go to the podia, and yeah, everybody see it. And but I saw it, and I thought, yeah, that's why God tell me to watch the whole thing. You know, and when I saw this, I started to cry, and I thought the girl is, of course, very usable, and I saw how she was used. You know, they these devils did touch a girl who was almost blind and did come from heaven. You know, so an angel of God. They touch to give her satanic clothes and all that kind of shit. You know, and I saw that thing, and you can look it also. You can find it back. I guess it's still there, but it's 9 years ago. It was in the beginning when God did come to me, you know, and I saw this thing. But in the beginning, directly, I understand it's about that girl, that blind girl. And yes, it was. And then I become mad. I stand up and I told my Father God, these people in England, they need to be punished. And then 1 week or 2 weeks later, and then it come lots of water, and many people did die and drowned and all that kind of things. It did happen in United Kingdom when this was done, but not directly. But I did ask my Father God, this is really a despicable thing what did happen. They need to be punished. And 1 week or 2 weeks later, this water thing start to happen in United Kingdom. You know, and you can watch it all, and then you understand. Yeah, I speak the truth. Huh? But no one talk about this. I'm the only one, but I'm the only one who walk with God, and God warned me for this kind of crap, and I go for it because I listen to God, and God told me to watch the whole thing. But in the beginning, I don't want to watch the whole thing. I never did. But God told me to watch the whole thing, so I did. And then I understand it's about the blind girl who will be dressed like Satan and all that kind of shit. Crazy, folks, very crazy. But it really did happen. And after this, when this was done, I did become crying and crazy, and I told my Father God, do something about this. And then this water thing come, you know. Many people did die, and many people did lose houses, and it was terrible for the people who got nothing to do with it, you know. Because there are also many good people, but there are also many bad people in the United Kingdom, very bad people, and this also they also get hurt, you know. But yeah, good people also between it. I understand. So I better did not say it to God, Then maybe it did not happen. Maybe I'm sure it will not happen then. But yeah, so I'm sorry for the people who got nothing to do with this story, because we also do have good people. But I was mad and sad, and I was crying. You know, I did cry a lot when I saw the blind girl. I started to cry. I directly understand. That's why God want me to watch. So I did follow the girl, the blind girl, and on the end, I stand up and I talk with God. And when I talk with God, folks, stupid things gonna happen. You know, yeah, stupid things gonna happen. That's easy for me, easy to understand and knowing that it will happen. But for you, you will never understand how close I am with God and what I can do. You know, you will not understand till it is time to understand. You will understand. So this thing did happen, and you can find it back. Go back to how you call this? Yeah, I did say it, but I forget it already. Because I like to forget it because it was terrible what did happen to this blind girl. So they did touch an angel of God, and directly because she's blind, that's why she did win, and that's why she get these dirty dresses on. She know nothing about it, you know, and no one talk about it. But what's this? It was in 2013, something like this, 2013. I just did Walk with God. And in 2012, I started to walk with God. So, yeah, it was beginning 2013, March or something. I don't know for sure when this program starts, but it takes a long time. It takes months, I think 4 months or something, and then it's done. But I forget the name from the program. I did call it in the beginning when I started this video, but I forget already. But find it out yourself and you will understand. Yeah, 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 he's right. It happened that way. But no one talk about it. So, yeah. Now I like to talk about something else. When I was a young boy, when I was little, then I I did remove from my old place to a new place. So I removed to a new house, another place. And then a little boy come by my door, and my mom opened the door, and the boy did say, "Do you have a little son?" And my mom say, "Yes." And then she called me, and then I go outside with the boy, and we go to his home. We directly, like I think he saw me, and he did have the feeling to meet me. So directly, like a little boy, he did come to me. When I did step in the house, it directly started to happen. So, but I was little, he was little, and we become friends. And then the first time we go his home, and I was inside, and I get something to eat, something to drink, and then I saw a bird. It was a parrot, and this parrot, it talks, you know. But I was not amused because I was too little to understand. So I did not even say, "Hey, what the heck? This bird, it talks." I was not amused. I was not impressed. So yeah, I was sitting there, and then Fred told me, or I don't want to call his name. It was accidentally because I want to keep the names out of it. You understand? So this boy say, "Yeah, this bird can talk," but I was not impressed. You know, and he could do a dog and a cat. He did say all the time, "Coffee, coffee, coffee," and yeah, he could do lots of things. And it was a green, completely green parrot. You know, and it did come not from Holland. It did come from somewhere, and it could talk. And I want to talk about this talking birds. You know, I like to keep it for someone who do have a question. Are there birds in heaven who talk? They all talk, but they talk like human beings. It's normal in heaven. But also the colors are on the birds are much more beautiful you ever will see here. But they talk like human. You know, it's normal. So yeah, when I did go to heaven, I also was not impressed. Like I did understand already that there are birds here in this world who can talk very good, you know, and how can you let them talk? Uh, you need to give them a mirror and music, and also the vibration of it, you know. So you put it on the radio, they will feel the vibration, and on the TV, you know. This is how your bird will start to talk more easy because of the vibration what comes out of it, you know. The bird feel it, and it will go close to your mouth to learn, you know. It's what any talking bird will do, you know, because it needs vibration. And there are many people, I saw many people who lie about this thing, you know. They put someone in a corner who do with a little voice or something, you know, and then they lie about that thing. But the real birds who really talk, you hear that it is a bird also, because he always will do um, things what belongs to a bird. And this is how you will understand how God is a real one. You understand? There are many people who do not know. But yeah, I saw it myself. And I did follow this parrot my friend did have. And he also did do the bird normal sound, you know, what a bird normal sounds like. And then the talking between it. This is how you will understand it's real. It talks and yeah, it's possible. So then I saw Einstein, the parrot. He can talk very good, and I guess he was many times connected with the radio, TV, and a mirror and water. They also do like water. They also will start to talk when you pour water on them, or with a plant thing. You know, you wet your plant. I also did do this with the bird from my friend. He did like the water. You know, I poured on him, and then he started to talk. So I know something about birds also, talking birds. And but there are many people who lie about this thing, and why you do this, folks? Don't do it, because I directly understand you are lying. You know, don't do this. People will fall for this thing who do not know. But folks, don't let yourself be double crossed, you know, because there are many people who do have a bird and can do and do not talk, you know, and then they will put something else in it so that you think that it talks, but it do not talk. The real birds who talk, you always will know directly because they do have their own language also. You know, it's the language they can learn, but their own language is their own language. Like me, I talk English, but my normal language is wanneer ik zo praat. Snap je? En dat is bij een vogel is dat ook zo. Bij een bird is it the same thing. You know, you need to hear the bird thing between the talking. It always will do this. This is how you will understand. This is real. That is the real thing. You know? And when they show you, it must be that you see that this thing move inside and the whole body and all that kind of things. And then you understand this is freaking real. You know, this is the only way you will understand it's real. So this Einstein parrot, I think he's the best bird in the world with talking. I think uh, I think he is the best. this Einstein. And if you look at the bird, go look for Einstein, talking parrot. He really is. He can talk very good, but between it, you hear that he is. He do the bird sound between it, and any bird need to do this. But here on earth, not in heaven. In heaven, all the birds can talk, but all the birds also do have different colors. You never saw it before in your life. You know, it's very beautiful. But when I saw this, it was the same thing when I saw for the first time that my little friend did have a parrot, a papagaai, you know, and it was a green one. He was completely green. He did like water. He did do a dog and a cat because they did have dogs and cats, you know. And the birds start to learn to understand the cat and the yeah. That's a parrot that belongs to the parrot. A parrot can talk, and you don't have to learn him. You know, put the radio on, put him on it, and it will start to do things, feel things, and then it will start to talk. It's not that difficult. But this parrot, this Einstein, I will tell the folks never sell it because if you sell it, they will uh, miss the owner or the owners, you know, and it dies. Then it will die, you know. So don't think you can get money out of it. Do it on the internet. It's thing you can get money from the bird. If I did have a bird like this right now, I will not do it. You know, I will show you that I do have a bird what talks, but I will not take the money. You understand? And also not the people who will come for the bird and all the shit around it. I will these people I will throw them away like they did come because I don't want to become rich on that way. So I will not use it. But there are many people who use this thing and start to make things for little children and that they will buy it and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not like that. If I did have a bird like this and it talks, I will show you it talks and all the time because, yeah, I talk a lot. Then you hear the bird also talk, you know. But I will never show you the bird, but you will hear the bird that it talks, you know. But I want no money or that the bird will become famous and all that kind of thing. I think it's not honest. So that's why I do nothing with it. But all the people I saw who do have a talking bird and all that kind of shit, yeah, they do something with it. They become famous, get lots of money, and they can sell the bird, and the bird is priceless. When a bird can talk, you can sell it for a lot of money, but the bird die if you sell it. So don't put this in your mind. And the birds are heavenly things. Understand? So definitely you get God on your side. And that is not good. You don't want him. Not that side. So I warn for the people who do have a bird and you become famous, stop it. I just warn it because I know what I'm talking about. And I did talk many times about birds. why I talk about birds, because I saw them in heaven, and there they are free, completely free. There are no cages and all that kind of shit, you know. And that's and this is what I saw, and I saw they are very happy. But there are also people who do have birds, and they fly outside free, you know. And then I think, yeah, man, that's it, that's it. And the bird come back. The bird loves the owners. He will never, never, as long he live, and they can live longer, the more free they become, the longer they ever will live. You know, they can become more old than human beings, but it depends who the owner is. You understand? And I saw an owner is a young girl. She's maybe 28 years old or something. She do have dirty tattoos on her head, you know, with skeletons and all that kind of shit. But yeah, this is what I don't like. I see this and then I say, if the girl will listen, uh, that is not good, you know, girl. But your bird is priceless, priceless. So keep the bird, never sell it because you need money or something, because you can sell it for a lot of money, you know. I talk about millions, and I make no jokes. If you do have a bird who can talk good, you can get lots of money of it, you know. But don't do it because the bird will die, and you will be sorry you took the money. The love the bird will give is real, but the money in your hands, it goes, but the bird, it stays. You understand? That's why I say never sell your bird because the money will be finished. But you can get a lot of love from that bird. You're going to miss all that love of that bird, you know? And he will speak more, more. It's not a problem for the bird, it's your problem because you need to understand how to handle with this. First, it need to be free and it need to come back to you, but it need to fly free. This is how it will live long because it feel it's free. It do have freedom. It can go, can can fly whenever it likes. Outside. I mean outside. Not in your house. Outside. You know? And the bird will not do this directly. I also did have a bird. It was by a car and it was hurt and filled up with oil and all that kind of things, you know? And the bird almost died. And I took the bird home and I warm it up and I give it food and drink, but it did not eat and drink, did not drink. But I did go on because I want the bird healthy so that it will fly away from my hands. So then the bird start to eat. I talk with the bird, come on, eat, man. I don't want you to die. When you're done, I let you free, you know. And the bird did look at me like he understand, you know. So I put lamps on it and all the things what will keep him warm, you know, because he was filled up with oil. I needed to clean it, so I give it a shower and yeah, it was scared. It was shaking all the time. It did not eat. It did not drink. But I started to talk with the crow. It was a crow. Eh? It was a big one, big black crow. He did uh, he did get an accident, and I saw this big bird and I took it, but it was scared, so it did pick me, it bite me, but I did not care, you know. I did have some wounds, and yeah, I understand. So then it starts to eat and drink, and I start to talk with it, and he always look at me, definitely my mouth, how I talk, and all that kind of things. So it start to learn it, but it did not speak. It never did speak, but he always did watch, you know. And then it start to walk and come to me on my bed and all that kind of things. And I give it more things to eat and things to play with. He did like playing with things, you know. And then it was time. I saw that it was time, the feeling, So I opened my window and I told him, "You are free to go." But he did not go. But the window was open, you know, and I did leave it open till it did fly away. But I did leave the window open, the whole day. So it did come back 3 times, you know, in some kind of way to thank me or something. I don't know, but the bird did like me a lot. He know I save him because if I did walk through, then he died because he almost was dead, you know. But I saw this and I thought maybe I can help him, and he so that he can come from my hand and fly away and maybe come back. It depends how you are with the bird, you know. And yeah, it did come back 3 times, and then it fly away for a year or something, and then one day I hear, and I think, what the heck? What is this? So I stand up and I go to my window, and it's that bird. So I open the window. He comes in, and still he come to me. He understand what I did do for him, and then he did go and fly away forever, you know. But that was 1 year later. The bird come like scratching sound, and I thought, what the heck is that? And it was the same bird, the big crow. He still did come back to thank me, So he did stay a while, but the window was open, and I told him, go and live your life and be careful. And then it fly away. And then I never saw it back, you know. It never did come back again. Maybe maybe it still did die. I don't know. I don't know. But God saw me do it. But then I was a young boy in that time. I was a young boy. I did get a crow. The whole neighborhood come look by the crow if everything is all right and all that. So all the children are there. He was never alone because, yeah, young people like that thing, They fall for it, like I did fall for it. So many young children did come. How is it going with the bird? Can we look? And I told them, yeah, come in. I told my mom, we are upstairs with a lot of children. They want to see my bird, or the bird is never mine, but I will heal it. So the bird get lots of love, you know. So also the whole neighborhood know about the bird because some of these young children saw me walking with a bird in my hand. So people go, young people go. If you do have children, put it with your bird. It's more easy for the bird to learn to talk, you know, little children or shows on the radio, talking shows or music, dancing music. Then they will start to dance and all that kind of things. Or put a mirror, you know, they see themselves and then also they will start to talk and dance, you know, they will do things because they see something they never saw it in life before. And this is how you can learn the bird easy talking. It's easy. But you need an Amazon bird, you know, a bird from warm country. And that's what I like to say about birds, folks. But the first time I saw a parrot talking, yeah, for me it was, I'm not amused. I'm not impressed, you know. But I know it was not a normal thing. But I still was not impressed. The boy say, "Yeah, I do have a talking bird." I told him, "Yeah, okay." You know, it did do me nothing. And later, my mom did go with people also did have two parents, and one did die, and yeah, one did die because I did go there many times, and then I saw later one of these gates was empty, and then I did say, "Why this cage is empty? Where's that other bird?" And then they say, "Yeah, he did die. He was also old, but these people also are old, 80 something, you know." And then the man died, and then the woman stay alone. So we visit her many times. But then she still did have one parrot, and he did talk also a lot, you know. And that was a gray one with red, gray with red. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's talk about um, the dreams I did get. So the first dream is I go sleep. It did happen yesterday, and I just wake up now, you know. So there is that other dream. I will tell. But yesterday, I did go sleep. I was tired, you know. It was late already, and then I sleep for a while. I start to dream, and then I hear and I see because I'm in my room. I sleep and I look into my room, and then I hear on my stairs footsteps, and I think, huh? How is that possible? I live alone. No footsteps, not possible. and then the door go open, and I am out of my bed directly, you know. I directly wake up and I look at the door and then I see nothing. But I saw the man who was standing in my dream by the door. He did have short black hair. He did have red blocked shit on with buttons, you know. And he did have uh, a blue trousers and open shoes. But I saw him. The door was open, and I was right in my bed, sitting right in my bed. Directly, I did wake up. Directly. I was so fast, man. I thought, no, you cannot mean this. This is not happening. So I directly did wake up. I was so fast. I never been that fast. Sitting right in my bed and thought, okay, come on. But the door did not go open. And then I understand, oh, phew, what a freaked up dream, man. I was so fast, man. Unbelievable. I never been that fast, you know. I can hit fast that I will not see it myself. This fast I can be. But when I lay down and I sit that fast, it was like bing! And I was there, sitting, waiting that the door will go open. But it was a dream, you know. But I saw the man, and his skin was uh, mixed brown, so half cast, half brown. So he was light brown, like this, you know. It was an Indian type of guy. And he did smile at me, you know. He was standing in the door and he did smile at me. So it was good. But yeah, I know I'm alone and I hear footsteps and I still lay down, I think, yeah, okay, wait till the door opens. I think that will not happen, you know. But then the door opens and I sit like so fast, man. And I was in shock. But directly I lay down and I did say, what a freaking dream. Whoa. But I know I'm alone, so I directly go down and sleep again, And then I rest normal. But that was freaky. Wow. Wow. What is your most terrible dream you ever did get? I will tell you mine. Um, I did talk with some butchers, who are ready to slaughter me, butchers. And I did walk with them in a factory, and then they are with four men, four butchers, and then they take me and put me on the table where all this butcher things start to happen, and they so that I cannot move anymore. So then they start easy, cut my fingers, and I see it happen. They are next to me, other hand, first my fingers, and then they go for my hand, and then my arm, and then my upper arm, and then they start with my feet. And I saw it all happen, and it was very painful. And blood did come uh, like like it spit out. I was crazy. I tried to come loose and all that kind of things, but this did not work. So when they are done, I look with my eyes to my body in little pieces, and then I wake up. But then I think I wake up, but I'm still in the dream. And then I wake up again, and then, but still I thought I'm in the dream, eh? But I was not in the dream anymore. And then I started to cry and to say to myself, "What a fucked up dream, man! This is a very bad dream." Did I watch uh, horror movies and all that? No, never, never, never. I saw myself in pieces, folks. That was the most terrible dream I ever can get in life, you know. And this thing did also happen the day because in that time I was 16. Eh? The most dirty dream I did get was a wet dream. My whole bed was filled up with bullshit. I needed to clean everything. That was the first wet dream. That was the most dirtiest dream I ever did get. And I did get it 3 times, 4 times. So yeah, that was the most dirtiest part. So, um, oh yeah, so I walk in that time I was 60 when I did get this slaughter dream. But when I started to walk with God, I was in a pileup, you know, and then I saw the same thing. I was all the cars drive over me, and I was in pieces on the floor. And I did look at myself and all the people who are with me, pieces on the floor. It was a pileup. And then also I come out of this vision and I started to cry and to scream. I become crazy almost. This was so, but it was more real than the dream I did have when I was 16 years old. And I get this butcher dream, you know. So yeah, that was really something. This pileup, and then this was done, and then the pileup started to happen for real. 99 people did die in that pileup. It did happen somewhere in America next to mountains, on a mountain way or something. A big pileup, and yeah, first I saw it, so I talk about the dream, the pileup, and then the pileup start one day or a few days later. And then I come back and then I say, yeah, folks, you remember that I did talk about the pileup? It's happening now. Put on your computer. Watch it. Watch it on TV and computer. It's happening now. What I did dream. You know. So how honest can I be with you, folks? Right? So yeah, no one can do that thing. You know, telling you that this will happen and start to happen. I get this many times, almost all the time. So I know what I'm talking about, and I show you all the time that it is true. But no one come. But I always speak the truth. You know, and I can do nothing about it that I get this thing. It belongs to me, and that's it. But you can find all the stories back, folks. It's still there because yesterday I did. Okay, now the second dream. It did happen a few hours ago because I just did wake up 4 hours ago or something. Yeah, something like that. So 4 hours ago I wake up and oh, that sound is my neighborhood young boy. I just wake up. So yeah, my second dream. I was with family and we talk, and I did look outside, and I saw a cloud, normal. So I talk with this family about things, you know. And then I saw a hole in the middle of the cloud. I saw this, and then I think, still, yeah, it's not a problem. But then this hole become black. And then I say to the people, "What's this cloud?" I saw a normal cloud, there come a hole in it, and the hole did fill up the cloud completely black, you know? And these people did watch this, but they say nothing. But I started to talk with God, always when I get this type of dreams, I start to talk with God and let the people know that I walk with God, you know? But I did not see God come because after this, I wake up. And this was the second dream I did get. But the next day, so a hole, and the hole become black, and then it start to fill up like painting thing, it goes slowly fill up with darkness. And then I start to talk about God, that I'm a child of God and all these kind of things, and that it is a warning of God, and you know and then I wake up. So that was my second dream. That was my second dream. And but do I need to say more? There was something more. I need to think. Oh yeah, people with a good heart. Um, and it doesn't matter if you are young or old. If I give you a puppy and you start to cry, then I do understand you do have a good heart. You know, this is, and people who do not start to cry, they still do have a good heart, but they will get different things in life, difficult things to, you know. But when the people directly start to cry, so I did look lot of this. The children start to cry, then I get tears in my eyes and I also start to cry, you know, because of the children because if I get a puppy, I will not start to cry. But I start to cry when I see children who are so happy that they start to cry, you know. I become so sad and I also start to cry. But I cry for happiness, you know. But for me, I feel sad and start to cry. That's yeah. But this is how you can understand people with a really good heart and feelings. You know, you need to look at when they get a little puppy. And it doesn't matter how old you are. And if you are a boy or a girl, but most of the times these are the girls who will start to cry and not the boys because they are different in their body and heart than girls, you know. They are more vulnerable girls than boys. So yeah, and that's also, but it doesn't matter how old you are, you know. When you start to cry, and I see it, but I will not start to cry when you start to cry, like a big man or a big girl. But I do get this with little girls and little boys who start to cry. I start to cry. That's the that's the thing. But I don't get this with big people who start to cry. Only the young people. So yeah, it says something about me. Was there more? Because yesterday I did go slowly over the internet, you know, to find out things. But it was for me yesterday a slowly day, you know, or it was Sunday. Sunday it was a slowly day for me. So I pick up everything slowly, slowly going to things and learning things. I'm learning every day, you know, and what I see go into my mind and start to talk about it. And Despacito, you need to find this cat, folks. You will laugh. And it do have 41 million. You understand how many people did watch this and did laugh like I did, you know? It was very funny. So go to that cat thing. And also with the cars, it's also it's not funny, but it's nice to know, nice to see that it is possible, you know, nice. This did get 8 million watchers, 41 million, not 14, 41 million. Wow, then you do something very nice. And this with this cat, man, it was really something. I never saw this in my life before, so the only thing I could do was laugh. It was funny. Want to see a funny thing? You know, go there. Despacito with cats. Very nice. But I think there was more to tell. It's not only the dreams and not only the birds. But folks, if you do have birds, let them free. These are creatures. They come from God and they are close to God. You understand? And God loves birds. You understand? So if you do have a cage filled up with birds, let them free. If they come back, yeah, it's okay. But let them free. Give them the feeling they are free. You know, because a bird was born to be free, not to get them locked up in a cage. So let them free. If it comes back, then you did do something good. Then it loves you, and you get a lot of love from it. Then you know. But if it is in a cage and it fly away when you let it go, then it did not love you. It will start to love you because it do not have the freedom, you know. So then it will learn. But the best is you buy a bird and you want to know if it loves you, directly open the cage, let him out, let him fly around in your house. You know, that's the first step you do. And when it is done with this and it go into the cage, then open your door and it will come back. But first, it needs the feeling to be free. So when I saw this parrot of this girl, it also talk, you know. It do funny things, nice things, but it also is free. She opened the door and he fly into the big area there, you know. It's free and it comes back. And when she say, "I don't go too far," it listens and it comes back, you know. Then you do have a bird, a good bird, but really loves you. You can watch that girl. Only she do have dirty tattoos, you know. I just don't like. I don't like people with dirty tattoos. Yeah, yeah, she do have a skeleton and all the kind of shit on her head, you know. The bird better fly away and never come back. But that's what I think. But she's good for the bird and the man also. So yeah, yeah. But it is free, and that's a nice thing. And when I saw this, then I directly did say, "Yeah, man, this is how you need to do it precisely." When it tastes freedom, yeah, folk, and it comes back, it always will come back because it cannot miss your love. You know, it needs love. Everybody needs love. Also, the birds and the beast in the field, and all. You know, it's all about love. And I did get it with the bird. You know, so yeah, I know everything about it. Talking birds, I know everything about it. You know, I know how to handle, what to do, how it will speak, start to speak. It's the vibration, vibrating. It's the yeah, like that. Well, maybe I can find out because I get internet on my TV on because I'm listening to listen some music I like. I get on, and here is this with the cat covers. It's called cat covers. There you need to go. Then you can listen to this Despacito. And also Despacito Chipmunks is also funny. Also very funny. But in Despacito, that's why I did listen to Despacito. There are many hidden things you did not know, and it's nice. But with any music, just be why I did listen Despacito because I think God will want me for Justin Bieber. Something will happen with Justin Bieber or this other guy, this Spanish guy. It's also possible. But this is the first thing I did pick out of everything. So Justin Bieber was the first one I picked out. So I think that God will warn me for that something will happen with Justin Bieber or this other guy. And what will happen? Yeah, I don't know. I do things and it's automatically. So yeah, oh, these are three people by the way, not two. There's also other one in Despacito. So one of these three people, something will happen. What will happen? I don't know. But it's not good. That's for sure. Or else, yeah, God will not warn me for things what is good because God warned me only for things what is not good and what is difficult to taste and to swallow and all that kind of shit. Yeah, God come with not such a nice thing all the time. He cannot come with the normal things he will come with because it's not possible in this world. It will take it don't take place. It's always what God gives difficult to swallow. And that's why this is the first music I did start to hear on Favo. And I never know that Despacito, that Justin Bieber also did do his part in it, you know. Yeah, I think he did hear that song for the first time, and he thought, I can do something with it, and no one will say no to Justin Bieber. You understand? He's a big pop star, so yeah, he can get what he like. So if he did call that people who did create that song, and he do have something nice for them, then definitely Justin Bieber will go in it, and these people will like it because yeah, he's a big star, and it will give more money, also. So that also very important for these guys who did create this song. But I like lots of this type of songs, like Despacito. There are more of these songs I really do like, but this Despacito is one of it. I really like it, but never know Justin Bieber also put his thing in it. I saw it. I know it yesterday for the first time. But always when I do things, things will start to happen. So I think it's a warning for or Justin Bieber or this other two. And when I see it more big, then it's a music event with Despacito where things will happen. Then I see it very big. Then many people are connected with that thing what will start to happen. But I think it's about Justin Bieber or one of these singers. You know, that's what I think. I did get this many times. I look for music, and then things start to happen with the players of it or with the music. An event take place with the music, what I did here, and then people get problems. Most of the times, this is in a pop concert or something. So let's wait and see what will happen with this. Or I need to see it big, that something big will start to happen. Many people involved. So secretly, I hope that it is one of these three, and not that it is the big thing, the big event or something. You know, that Despacito will play or something, and suddenly many people die or something. Possibility is very big, but that is always like that. That's the world we live in. So stay home. Don't go to pop concerts. You know. Yeah, I can tell you don't listen to music, but this is a big thing, folks. You cannot do what I do. I live alone. You cannot live alone. Not one of you. If you do, you die. There are not many people who live like me. I like it that way, but there are not many people who. Most of the people are connected with each other, and that was also the meaning. But in a good way, connected with each other. And that is not the way. That is not what I see. So everything did go wrong in that thing. for a long time already. Definitely as long I live. But before this also, it did go completely wrong. That's it. End of story. Almost case closed because I'm gonna quit soon. And maybe next time. I also don't know. Can't promise nothing. And I never will. I live by the day, by the minute, by the second. You know, that's how I live. And every second can be different. So yeah, I keep this in mind. That's also how you live, but you keep nothing in your mind. Yeah, stupid things, you know. So, but that's your way of walking. I walk mine, and I don't walk alone. But yeah, that's what I think, folks. I think something will happen with Justin Bieber because I go completely wrong. He go completely wrong. He's filled up with demons and all that kind of bullshit, you know. And he go with people who are demonized. So yeah. But when the boy was little already, he was filled up with demons already, you know. So, but in that time you did not see it. You saw him do all the things. When Obama was there he did start. And when Obama did stop, there it did stop for all the pop stars. You saw this? And I almost 3 times fight with this Obama type of guy, you know, in my visions. So yeah, then you know something. Well, I know enough. I did not get this with Trump or something, you know. I did get this only with Satan and with this Obama type of guy, and not with Trump. Yeah, I did get a dream when I saw Trump for the first time. I directly did get a vision. He was with many people, and many people did laugh in his face, you know. And he was on a circus or something, and he did do crazy things. I also saw him die. That was the same guy. Yeah, he did have white hair, blonde hair, you know. And he did come out of a grave, and the grave is behind where the Pope lived. There must be uh, a graveyard or something. And there I saw Trump. I thought it was Trump, but there are many presidents with that type of hair, you know, so I can be wrong. But I thought it was Trump who did come out of that grave and behind where this Pope in Rome lives. There must be a graveyard or something. I saw this a long time ago. In the time he did come, you know. I know him for the first time. Then I directly did get a dream. A vision was not a dream, was a vision. And then I saw him how they shot him. It was in a parking garage or something, you know, and someone did shoot him. And then he did come out of the grave. And I don't know what it means. I saw this thing by Trump that he will stand up again or something. You know, that is that I get this by this Trump guy. But till now he's not shut down, so it did not happen yet. But I saw this thing, but it did not happen yet. Many things I saw already done, you know, but still no lots of things. What is not done yet, I did not see it yet. And this thing with Trump, I did not see it yet. And with Obama, I did not see it yet. You know, that he will come back and all that kind of shit. I did not see it yet. Well, I see him come back, but that's not it. He will come back big, you know, with the big thing. That's what I saw. But it did not happen yet. So there are stories still open, but did not happen. But this will happen in time, you know. Yeah, I saw things, and 2 years later it started to happen. You know, I saw this thing with the war. It's already for 9 years. You understand? But now it starts a little bit. I think now I need to wait for China, but China gonna do, and then the whole world will start. If China will interfere and will be together with Russia, then the world war will start. So it's just waiting for the things to come. But it must come and it will come. That's for sure. But I said it's already for 9 years, almost 10. So let's wait and see. I will be patient, you know. I will wait. But all I did say is the truth. That's for sure. You know, then I see this thing, and Justin Bieber say this, come on over in my direction. So thankful for that. So thankful for that. It's such a blessing. Yeah, turn every situation into heaven. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know? And he's standing there with his hands together and all that kind of shit. But don't fall for it. He's against heaven. If this man is against something, then it will be heaven. You know? This is only, he do this only so that you will understand that he is a good figure. But he is not. So don't fall for it. These are tricky things. Many people will think, oh, look, a nice boy. He's with the church and all the kind of shit, you see him, sent him directly to heaven. But he is already in a very dark place and will never go to heaven. So, but that's the tricky thing. All pop stars do it. They will kiss you with the wrong love, and you are bitten by the right snake, but you only did not feel the poison come into you when it did bite. That's the thing. It's tricky and sneaky, and yeah, you will not understand. You need to see it yourself, or feel it yourself, or be there yourself, so that you can talk about it. That I'm right. You know, there are many people who did fall already for this thing, and tell me, yeah, man, why did I not listen? Yeah, I did warn you, but you did not listen. Indeed, there are many people who did fall for these tricky things, and he will go on with this trick. Many people will come, and these are good people will become bad. That's all I know. Because the end of the story, everybody must be bad. So it's a lot of raping, killing, and everything God do not like. So God will be angry. So when he come angry, folks. I did warn many times, but you will find out yourself if you're still alive. And that's the question. Because many will die when that war will start. And maybe you are one of it. Watch out. The war is boiling under your feet. Before you know it, you open the door and crazy things happen. Suddenly, it will be like this. I saw a little girl did go to school with her little brother, and then she walked outside and she saw hear something in the air, and then they are bombarded, you know, and that's the end of the story. And this is also how you can wake up. You don't want this, but hey, it's possible. And that's not a new thing. But for you, it will be. But for me, yeah, I know it will happen. So for me, it's nothing new. Like the parrot was nothing new for me. In heaven, all the birds talk. It's normal. But here, it's not normal, that a bird talk. It's not normal. But it's possible. But in heaven, you come there, it's normal. It's only not normal when you go to heaven. That's not normal. I never saw one human being there. So, yeah, people can say what they like. But I never saw one human being there. And God also did not talk about human beings there. So it never did happen. And you dare to say that you've been there? No, man. I never saw it. I'm really close to God. I know what is real and what is not real. But in heaven, birds talk. It's normal. So there you know. And if you've been to heaven, yeah, you know these things. Eh? You know about the fish and the swimming in the water. You know everything. About the woods, how it looked like, and all kind of, you know, angels and birds, the weather. You know everything. Because when you come there, you see it directly. Never hear someone talk about this. Birds with many nice colors and all that kind of stuff. No one talk about it. So no one was there. Then you understand, you know. Yeah, they saw God with a golden crown on his head. No, no, no. No, I did not see it. God is normal, you know. Yeah, a golden port did go open, a golden gate, and they let me in, and the town was all filled up with gold, golden roofs, and come on, folks, what are you talking about? What type of liar are you? Come on, I never saw it. I never saw it. And I did come to a portal, not a port. What did go open? No, I was there directly. It was, I'm there. And then I saw the thing. So I was here, and then I was there. That's how it goes. But I was there in visions, visions and dreams. And God let me know there are different type of angels. There are brown angels. They are completely brown, light brown. And there are white angels. They are completely white, you know. So these two different type of angels I saw. Light brown and bright white. And they are together, you know. It's one family. But there are two colors. I saw two colors. Brown angels with brown wings and all that kind of thing. And white angels with white wings. That's what I saw. Then I was behind my home and it was in a vision. I saw brown angels going, I saw them fly, And then I did say, "Hey!" And then they look and come back. I tell them, "Why you don't take me?" And then they say, "You want to come with us?" And I told them, "Yes, I'm waiting." And then they take me with them. Eh? Brown angels, brown, light brown, like coffee with milk in it, you know, but lot of milk. So that color. So coffee light brown. That's what I saw. And I did go with them a few times, you know. But it's fishing work, eh? Only fishing, fishing and dreams. Nothing did happen for real. What I say. Only the things. What really happened in my world is like I say, yeah. Today I talk about Justin Bieber, and I see that he will die tomorrow. And then you see that he died tomorrow. This type of things, that is the real thing. You know, it go like that. That's what I know. Then that's real, but not that angels did come to me to take me. That is visions and dreams. What directly come from God. God also did come to me like that. Like spiritual power. And then all the things start. The crazy things. No one will believe. But I will not say that it is not real. It's real, but it did not come close to me. It never did. So, but in visions and dreams, it really happens. You know, I fly with these brown angels, light brown angels, coffee light brown, very nice. They're very nice. And where did we go? Yeah, we did fly to God because I was waiting. They are on the way to God, but they did not see me. They forget me or something. And then I did scream at them, and then they come back. And then I say, yeah, take me with you. I did not have to ask, are you going to God? Of course they go to God. That's where they live. So I've been to heaven a few times. And I saw also angels in heaven. Uh, when they fly away, they become like light, not the shape of an angel anymore. When they fly away from this heaven, then I see they change in uh, spiritual light or something, light you can look through it. This is when they fly away. So then it changed. But I saw this when I was standing in heaven and I saw them fly away. Then this strange light, they become light, and not angels anymore, but light. And when they come back also, then you see the light coming, and then they are inside heaven, and then they become an angel, what I normally can see. But when they fly away from there, they become like some type of dust or something, and you can look through it, but it gives light, something like that. That also did happen. I saw. So these are also, so these angels are also spirit, but next to God, they are human beings with wings. But when they fly out, they become like spirit or light, something like that. Then it changes. I cannot be more specific in what I saw and how to explain what I saw. But that's what I saw. But I saw a whole lot in heaven. Such a nice place. Wow. I'm sure if you see this, you don't want to come back. And if God tell you, you can choose, stay here or go back to your children and your business and your things, what will it be? You directly will say, I stay here, definitely. You don't care for your kids and all that kind of shit anymore, man. You don't care anymore. You know you leave your wife behind and your kids and all the kind of things. But what you see there will make up your mind very easy to stay. You don't want to go back, but God will send you back. But no human being did come there. So yeah, it did not happen. But I'm sure if you get the chance and God will give you the chance to choose heaven or earth, you stay. I'm sure you stay. You never saw something like that. Also, it grab you, when you are inside there, you are locked up and you love to be locked up there forever. You want this thing. It's your desire. It's the feeling you get directly. One toe in it, you are done. You never want to come back to earth. I'm sure. I know what I'm talking about because I've been there. Eh? One toe inside, you never want to go back. It's the it's the spiritual feeling. You feel God. You feel the real love. Crazy. And you lose everything. Eh? Everything is gone when you say you stay there. But you don't care. You freaking don't care. You're in heaven, it takes you in, you know. Yeah, God will say, yeah, but you and your children and your wife and your, yeah, I don't care. I want to stay. Definitely want to stay. And then God tell you, no, man, I don't like it. You need to go back to your wife and children. You're going to cry like a little baby. You don't want to go. But if God says so, it will be so, you know. You have to listen. But you don't want to go. You don't want to step out. When I talk about heaven, then you know, you step in, you never want to leave. It's the world everybody loves. All these people on this planet want to be to heaven. I'm sure. But I want to be in heaven because my father is there. You know, that's another story. So heaven is there and God is not there. Then how nice the place will be. I go with the one who did touch me. And if he is living in a dirty place, you know, and first he show me heaven, then I will think, yeah, heaven is nice. But I need to be with my father. So if the place is dirty, I don't care. I want to be with this father. You know? So for me, heaven, it means nothing. God. So I will not fall for it. But you people, if I will send you to heaven, you never want to come back. And if I say you must come back, then you will cry. Even if you come back on this planet, you will cry every day. Because you know there is a place like this. But I go for God. And it doesn't matter if it is colorful or not. But it is. You know, it's very beautiful. Heaven is very beautiful, but God is also there. If God never is there, then I am also not there. I don't care how beautiful it will be. It's the one who did touch me that is important. I care for God. And it doesn't matter if God lives in a shithole. I will be in the shithole because I love God. It may for me smell forever like shit. I don't care. I'm with God. I get what I want. It's the love, man. Important. So then you know how I stand for God. You understand? You can never double trick me. It's not possible. I know too much and I know what I want. And I will get what I want. That's for sure. Because I fight for it every day. I'm standing for my father every day. When I wake up and when I go sleep. I'm just waiting here. And what I did say will start to happen. That's all. When will you become crazy, people? I'm waiting for this thing. And it will be like I did say, you will come crazy, folks. And what I saw, many crazy people. So many. Like I watched the whole world come crazy. And then the end is very near. Then God must come. If you hear this planet become empty soon, then God comes. Now only I see a little fire. That's all. You know, it means nothing. Well, it means people die slowly. That is what it means. But it will go very quickly. Then the fire is a little bit higher. You understand? Till it will become hellfire, created by people. Then still God let you do your thing, folks. He do not come. Like I did say, he will come on the end. And many people of the church they say, yeah, God will come in the beginning. No, 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 no. It will not happen. God come in the end. But for me, it did come in the beginning. That's another story, you know. It will happen no one. It's the choice of God. And that's why I'm here. I try to explain. For 10 years already, almost. And also new, folks, is on the wrong day. Eh? and also the 7 days. You know, Sundays people go to the church. It do not fit. It's about the last day God was done and started to rest. But people do not understand when God did start. On what day God did start. God did start. There was no day. God just did start. Is there for God nowadays? No. God did start out of nothing. There was no day, there was no time, there was no month and all that kind of shit. It was not there. People did create this when they are created, you know. But God did start out of nothing. I saw God come into how He was created, you know, and He thought it was dark. So He started to create light for Himself. This is how it did start. So when He did start to make this planet, He did not have time and all that kind of things, and the day and all that kind, you know. That's what people did create, not God. God did start out of nothing because there was nothing. But people say He started on Monday and He stopped on Sunday. And that's not true. I'm sure. But I'm very sure He started out of nothing. This is how He did start. But people did make the days and all that kind of thing. God never did say what day it will be, you know, and what time. It comes from people. I do understand, folks. I know God very well, eh? So I know what God did do and how it did happen. And it did started really out of nothing. There was no time. It was created by people. And this is how you know um, that they say, yeah, Sunday you need to go to the church, and other people say, Saturday you need to go to church. And I say, don't go to church. All the churches will burn. That's what I always did say, because it's a lie. And then I hear stories, yeah, people who come, yeah, it's Saturday that God was done and all that kind of things. But God, it started nowhere. He never did say, this is the first day and it was Monday. No, that is what people did say, not God. God say nothing. But how is it possible that you people go for this thing? All lies. If you create something, folks, you tell me, you make something from your hands. Where does it start? Where does it start? It started out of nothing. This is also how God started to create things. What first was nothing. And what day it is, yeah, it doesn't matter. There was no day. And there still isn't. When you are with God, God do not know days, no time, no names, no nothing. That's why I did say, I am what I am. Yeah, I understand, folks. Understand. So what day did he stop? He just did stop when everything was done. There is not one freaking day. Only thing it took some time. And this time you call Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You give that name, not God. Maybe in your language, God did start on Tuesday or Friday, you know, but in your language, not in God's language, because it's not known. That's what people did create. God did create you, and you did create the rest till now. You understand? And God did do nothing anymore. That's it. But God is your creator. What day this did start, it was there was no day. There was nothing. So when I go live with God in heaven, there are no days. There is no time. There are no names. There is it's not there, folks. It's the same when he did start. It stayed the same. We angels do no day, no month. You say when it is light, it's day. And you say when it is dark, it's night. That's what you say. don't know any better, or you know that is what it is. And that's the same with the days and the names. It's the same bullshit. Created by people. Bullshit created by people. I speak the way it is, folks. That's how it is. You know? And I try to explain. If you start to create something, out of nothing, then you also will not know the time or what day. This is also how God did start. But then by the creation of people, the time come and the month and the day. But before this, there was nothing. If I talk like this, folks, are you not starting to think, hmm, what a deep guy? He is deep thinking. I don't have to think about it. I know what I say. I really walk with God. Not even my wish. But good. But I'm not so happy to walk with God, folks. I need to tell you all the things, all the dirty businesses, and all the creepy things. And you think I like it? No, man, I don't like it. Well, I will tell my Father God, go away. Why you did choose me? You know, it's the bad thing I need to tell. If it was the nice thing, then I will say, yeah, that's better. But I need to tell you how the world will go down and upside down. And you will kill each other and all that kind of shit. You think I like to tell this? No, man. But that's how God did come to me. And yeah, left me no choice. There's no choice. I must do it. So I do it. And I will as long as I live. So yeah, let's wait and see. Yeah? I'm a very easy guy. So yeah, for me it's not such a problem. But the problem is, I need to hurt you with the stories I tell. These are hurtful stories. They are not nice. It's the end of the world. So yeah, I talk about it. But do I like it? No, no, no. I don't like it. And that's why I tell God, Father God, why you choose me? Is there not another fool who can do this for you? But no, 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 it's me. And maybe I'm the best of it. That God thought, yeah, I will create in you and you gonna say those things, because I will let you speak. Yeah, it's God's will, not mine. I never thought this will come to me. It could be everyone. God have the choice out of 8 billion. No, you understand? And then he saw me. He chose me, you know? So I'm the lucky one. Am I so lucky? No, man. I'm not lucky. Am I happy? No, man, I'm not happy. I need to tell you the most stupid stories ever existed. You think I like it? No, man, I don't like it. But it must be done, and so will it be. So will I do. You understand? It's given to me and not to you. So you don't have to do it. You only need to make your own choices. And I don't have to make my choices. It's done by God. And I tell you, folks, that are the best choices. It cannot be better. You get the choices from the Creator Himself. It cannot be any better than that, right? I think everybody will say, yeah, right. It fit. It fit in your mind. Huh? But let all the things fit in your mind, what I say. I'm not a fool, not a liar, or whatever. Whatever you people think of me. And I don't care what you think of me. I don't care. It's your business. So what did I talk about? I did talk about Justin Bieber. I did talk about the birds. I did talk about the puppies, right? Yeah. I did talk about the two dreams I did get, right? Yeah. Um, the freedom of the birds, that they will live longer. Who do have birds right now? They live much longer, you know. So let them free. And if they fly away, they don't come back. Then they did not love you so much. Understand? But do you understand also the birds who are with you right now and they don't want to fly away anymore and all that kind of things. First, they are locked up. Eh? So if you will do it specifically good, buy a bird, put him on your shoulder, let's see if it stays. Then it really loves you, you know? So buy a bird. It doesn't matter what type of bird or how expensive ever, you know? But buy a tropical bird, put him on your shoulder, and walk outside. Let's see what happens. If it stays, it loves you. It's the choice of the bird. Understand? But that's the hard way to be with a bird. And I'm telling you, folks, normally a bird never will do this. But there are definitely birds who do this. But normally speaking, never it will happen. They fly away directly. They don't know you, and you know. But a bird is very smart. He know what type you are. You know. That's why I'm telling you, birds. God loved them the most. The birds. That's why it did get wings. You understand? They did get it from God to be close to their Father, more close than human beings. That's why birds do exist. What do this, folks? Buy a bird, put him on your shoulder, Huh? You give him already the freedom because if you buy a bird, he's locked up. Or else you cannot buy a bird. Understand? So he is already locked up. So he will be happy that you come to take him. If he stay with you while he's on your shoulder, he do have two choices. He stay with you or fly away. Most of the times, folks, he directly fly away. He see the freedom and he will not think about you. So he will fly away. Why? Because he was locked up. You know? You are in a tropical resort and a bird sits on your shoulder. That is his free will. You know? And if you think I can take him home and he want this, then he will come take with you at home, you know? Because the bird love you and he do everything for you. But this is how you go with birds. Not first you buy him because he's locked up. You pay a lot of money for it. Other people did capture him. You think the bird like it? No, no. It need to be free, yo. Like the fish in the sea need to be free, not in a cage with water. I will put you in a cage, okay? Let's see how happy you will be if I free you. Will you sit on my shoulder? No, man, you will be happy to be free. You will go away from my shoulder. You will say, I'm sorry, man, I was locked up. And now I like you, but I need to go into the world. Bye bye. That's what you will do, right? Right? Huh? Am I wrong? I tease you a little bit, eh? But I tell you like it is. The real thing. So you want a bird? Go to this tropical resort where this bird live. If it comes to you, it loves you. And you can take it home if you like. You know? That's what the bird will tell you. That's the mindset of the bird. He choose you. But don't get me wrong, folks. There are birds, they are flying free and come back to you. And this is how you need to do it. That's the real thing, you know. Also, God will punish you with very nice things. You will love it. When you can do this with birds, you will get the punishment of God. Very nice things will start to happen with you, you know, because God loves birds and little children, you know, birds and little children. That's what God loved the most. So when I saw this girl with this dirty tattoo on the cloud on her hand, you know, then I thought, wow, man, she let the bird outside, and that is a very good thing. No one else do this, you know. No one else do this. They're all locked up. But this girl, wow, that is very good. So, girl, you will get special things from God because you give him the freedom he really need, and that is to fly free. he still can make the decision to go away from you. Understand? So it's possible that his mindset will become different and that he will never come back. It's possible. It's still possible. Always. Always when you let him free, it's possible that his mindset can change. But don't worry. This bird you do have, his mindset is in love with you. So it stay. It stay forever. So don't worry. But only say the possibility what is possible. He can fly away and never come back. It's possible. But he won't do this because his mindset is loving you. And by the way, he loves you more than the man, you know, because you are a woman. So if you ask yourself why the bird love the woman more than the man, because the bird is a boy and will love the woman more. Also a truthful thing. But birds well need to be free. Only if it choose to be with you or it is hurt, yeah, do the same like me. Try to make it better and let it free if it is better. Don't put it in a cage and all that kind of things. Let it free. If it comes back, yeah, you're lucky. Then you know the bird loves you. Does it not come back? Yeah, don't worry. You did do something good. Then still it's a very good thing. God will not forget. And you will get what you deserve. You understand? In good and bad. So, yeah, stay the same. But it's nice when the bird come back and give you some more love you did not expect. That is what birds can do. So it was possible that the bird did not fly away from me and want to stay till now. You understand? Then I still do have the bird. Birds can become very old, by the way. So yeah. But if you lock it up for a while, it will die. They must be free. You know, I did get this with a cat. I did. I did get a cat, and he always was for my house. And I thought, do you not have an owner or something? You know. So asking in the street from who is this cat and all that kind of thing. Was a very beautiful gray cat, you know, and also expensive, I think. but he always was by that house where I live. So I open the door, he come in, sitting next to me. It's his choice, eh? So I buy cat food and all that kind of things, fish, and you know. But he did come from somewhere, and I don't know where he did come from. And then I walk to buy stuff, and then he did not do this immediately, but he did do it later. Then he was waiting for me where I buy the food. It was maybe a few hundred meters away from my house, you know, so 800 meters or something, 900 meters. And then, uh, and then I tell him, "Are you waiting for me?" Yeah, and the cat cannot talk, but he did look at me like, "Yeah, do you like it?" And then we walk home together. And then people saw also this thing that this cat always walk with me from my home to the store and back, you know. And then people think and say, "Hey, this cat of yours, he's always with you, eh? Like a dog without a lead." Yeah, I tell him, yeah. I tell him, yeah. He did do it spontaneously, you know. He did start this thing, and I thought, what? Well, it was nice. His own will, you know. I never know that he want to walk with me. But sometimes he was also bitchy. Eh? Then he'd sit on my head and start to piss on my head, you know. En dan shout at him, vuile smeerlap. Wat vlieg jij me nou? Zit je op mijn kop te pissen? Weet je wel. Dus yeah, nice cat. And no one dared to come into the neighborhood eh? Because he was a real fighting cat also. So no cat come there. He kicked him from that place. What is his? No cat come there. It was his place. He protected that place. Eh? Cat come and I saw them run. Few cat come, all cat run. No cat did come there on that place. And then I said to the cat, "Don't fight." But yeah, it's his place, you know. So he fight for his place. But the cat always did walk with me. And where he did come from, I don't know. He was there. And yeah, I opened the door, he come in. He was not scared, nothing. So I did give him milk. He did like. And then I let him out. I go out, sit outside. Then I did not see him for a few hours. And then he was like ticking by the door. And then I think, oh, it's the cat. So I let the cat in. Also, I did give him a name, Tiger. He was a real tiger because he kicked all the cats away. He did live long also, you know. Yeah, he did live many years. And everybody did know the cat, eh? Because he always did walk to the store with me and waiting till I come back. And then yeah, he walked back with me, you know, looking at me all the time. I still see it happen. But then you are lucky with such a beautiful, nice, lovely cat. He really did love me deeply. But it was out of nothing. Now, if a bird comes to you like that, then you understand. Let him do his own thing. And that's why I tell the story with the cat. I did get this myself, and it did come out of nothing. I never did ask for it. This is also how God did come to me. I never did ask for it. People saw me walking with the cat and they did ask me where did it come from? Is it yours? And then I did say, no, he did come and he wanted to come in. And this is how it did start. Now, if this happened with the bird, the same thing, you know, then you know how much love you can get from a bird who really love you because they feel what type of person you are. This is how you need to get a bird free from will, you know. But so in no time, all the people, yeah, little children and big people who did say, oh, look, hey, there's the boy with the cat again, you know. Yeah, it was hot news in the street. And with the bird also, I did, little children did come for that bird, because, yeah, the little children feel pity for the bird, that it almost did die. And that I give the chance to let him live, or else it did die. But that's the same with the cat. The cat also did come out of nowhere, and it was his decision to be with me. And where it did come from, maybe far, far away, that people did look for that cat. Maybe this thing did come from Germany or something, or more far away. I don't know. It must come from somewhere. It was also not a little cat. He was already big when I did get him. Or big. I think 1 year old or something, yeah, something like that. A normal cat. He did give me a lot of love. But it did come really from nowhere. And I did try to find out from who the cat was and all that kind of thing. I could not find out, so I take the cat. I keep the cat. And the cat was special for me and for the people who saw it with their own eyes. Because normally a cat don't do that, you know. Normally a cat do not walk every day to the store with you and back. So it was hot news in no time because yeah, people do have eyes and they do have mouths, so it go like fire. So before I know it, all the people do with their finger. Hey, look that guy, man, with the cat. He did get the cat, and the cat did come out of nowhere. And it was the joy from the cat to be with him. And look, he walked with him to the store, wait like a dog, and he walked back with him. He did do this all the time. This cat, Tiger. Tiger, I never will forget you. Yeah, then one day I wake up and he was hard. He did die. I was so sad. Wow. But he did walk with me a long time. So I did have my rewards I did get from the cat, you know. You will be rewarded by the cat himself, you know, who love you so much with the love, unbelievable love, you know. And then the people saw me walking without a cat. And then they come to me, where is the cat? And I say, the cat was hard. He was dead, you know, with tears in my eyes. And the people also did say, oh, wow. They always saw me walking with that cat. And then I did go try with him into town and all these kind of things. But this he did not do. Maybe it was too crowded then, too many people, you know. He only did walk to this store. Not many people all the time, you know. So that's why I think he did walk with me. If there are many people around him, yeah, he don't like it. So I did try town. I think you go to the store, it's next to town, but then he don't go. He only did go to that store with me and back. That's a big thing. Well, normally a cat don't do this. But he did die. But many years later, you know. I think I get him when he was one, and he did die when he was 18 or 17 or something, you know. But all these years, yeah, I did get so much love. But sometimes he did pee on my head. That is not so lovely. Then he did tease me or something. I don't know why he did do that. Sometimes he did do that. Pee on my head. Because he always did sleep on my head or in my neck all the time. And when I did go sleep, he come in my neck or on my head, my forehead. Then he really was on my forehead. And maybe he start dreaming and start to pee on me or something. I don't know. Because I also sleep. So I don't know why he did do that. But sometimes it did happen. Cat story. But this is how you take a bird. If the bird take you, then it's okay. You know, it comes from nowhere. Then it's okay. That's a very good thing. But it's the decision of the bird. Like it was the decision of my cat. What we call my cat, you know. And a few days ago, I did talk about a little dog, what did come to me. It was from a rich family, and yeah, a rich dog. He was very beautiful, bluesy, you know, soft. and very expensive dog. So my friend come inside and the dog is with him. And I thought that is his dog, you know, it's okay. But he goes in between my legs and he stayed there. And then I tell my friend, well, is that yeah, your dog or what? He tell me, yeah, it's not my dog. I step out of the car and I see the dog and he see the door go open. And I thought it's your dog. I tell him, no, man, I do not know the dog. He said, yeah, me also, I don't know. So I decided to keep him. And then people come by my door, rich people, and then they ask, did you see a dog? And then they describe him. And then I say, yeah, he did come inside together with a friend. First, I thought it was from my friend, but he did come out of nothing and together with my friend. And he walked upstairs and he comes sit between my legs and he stayed there, you know. How is it possible that this very nice dog will run away from you? I don't understand. So I will give it to you, but if it happens a second time, it will be my dog because then something wrong what he don't want. So they took the dog and they make the promise that I will never see it again. And then I give it back. But my heart was bleeding because the dog really in love with me. Did come out nowhere, from nowhere, you know. The door go open and the dog step in, a little dog, but everywhere very plussy, you know, very soft, a touchable thing, definitely for little kids, you know. I think little kids are very crazy with this type of dog. Very lovely and soft and also very expensive. I think one of the most expensive dog I ever did get inside. And he did have a fox uh, head, you know, nose, mouth, foxy. But the dog was plussy, soft, much hair, but very soft. If you see these things, then you will cuddle it, you know, that type of dog. Little children are very happy with that type of dog. So I did get this with the dog, and the cat I did keep because it was did come from nowhere. I don't know where it did come from. A cat can travel far away, you know. Uh, a cat can travel from one country to another. And Germany, for a cat to Holland, is not so far away, you know. It will play on the way, and yeah, for cats, not a problem. They can travel far. Dogs also, they can travel very far. Eh. It's possible I'm in Holland and I go to another country, let's say Italy, that the dog will follow me to Italy. The possibility is very big because the love is there, you know. It's what the dog can do if he really loves you. And it's no joke. For a dog, the possibility is very big. And he will find you. Dogs do have a very good nose. And he precisely will find out. It doesn't matter how crowded it is where I am in Italy, he will find me. It's a dog thing, you know. It's the feeling of the dog. They also can see spirit. Human beings cannot see. It's also a true story. Dogs also can see spirit. I did get this a few times. So I know for sure that it is the truth. And a cat can look into the dog very good and also can see spirit. But the dog cannot do what the cat can do, you know. They do not like darkness. It's what the cat likes. The dog like daylight and the cat like night. They see better when it is dark. That's why you always see cats, they sleep by day, you understand? Because of the light of the day, you know. By night you see many cats on the street because they like darkness. They see better. For people who did not know, now you know. That's why a cat always sleep by day and go out by night. Yeah. So true stories, folks, about cat, dog, bird, but they need to choose you. So don't go into a channel and buy a dog and all the kind of things, you know. No, it need to come automatically to you because it's his choice, you know. I think that's the best way to get a cat or a dog if it choose you. Not that you will find it in a situation that it is locked up or whatever, you know. It must come spontaneously, you know. That you will be surprised that there is a cat standing for your door and you let it in and that it walk with you everywhere and it loves you and gives you lots of love. The only thing you need to do is give love back and get it something to eat and to drink all the time. Leave it filled up, you know, till it become old, throw it away and make new. But always keep this in mind that it always can eat and drink, you know, always. Not that it need to ask you, meow, that it is hungry or something because it did not get to eat. Always keep your this thing filled up. Always. My cat never have to do this, meow, because it is hungry. When it did meow, then it was because he want to give love, you know. Then he said, Mao. Oh, folks, if cat could speak, you're going to hear some stories. If cat could speak, you will hear some stories. But folks, this thing, it happened to you, or it just don't, you know. But when you see a wounded cat or dog, make it better. It can become a better friend than all the friends of the world. You understand? It can give so much love back. That is unbelievable. It will do things for you, you know, and it always will stay, also in your mind. But only take a dog if it was his decision. So it's possible that a bird will come because always my window is open and that it don't want to go back, you know, because it feel what I feel for the bird. It's very possible, eh? I was outside and then in these days I just started to walk with God. Many tropical birds here in Holland. And I did go outside because I thought, hey, this tropical birds come from a tropic country where it's a problem. And then I told my neighbor, and my neighbor started to laugh and all that kind of things. But all the birds did make sounds, you know. And then I told this man, wait, I will ask the bird. And the man thought, no, man, this boy is crazy, you know. So I asked the bird, and then all the birds are quiet. And this one bird start to explain to me where it did come from and what the problem is. And the man next to me, he fall down. And on the end on the street, someone did hear this when I did do this, and he did say, yeah, you know, something like that, eh? But the man did fall down. And I did go to him and I told him, what's going on? He told me that this is not possible what I saw. And I tell him, oh man, it's no problem. I get this all the time. Things you will not understand. You know, that you will fall down because I do this thing, you know? And then I tell him, do you have birds? And he told me, yes. And then I tell him, the bird told me so that you need to let them go. And then the man did go inside, close the door, and he did not let the birds come. You know, he did not listen. But that's also what the bird told me because um, the tree is in front of the man's window, you know. So yeah, but the man he almost collapsed. Eh? He became sick. He became really white in his face, and I thought, oh man, let's go to him. And then he sit down. Eh? I tell him everything okay. He tell me, yeah, what I just did see, I cannot believe it. And I tell him, yeah, man, I get this all the time, you know. And for me, it's a normal thing. But for you, it doesn't, I see. He tell me, no, man, this is crazy. This is mind-breaking thing. I tell him, yeah, man, I got it all the time. I say, I tell him, I'm a child of God. And God told me everything is possible when you walk with me. But there was also a man who did listen to this thing I did say, yeah? But this man also did die, this guy who become like sick. He did die, eh? He did die. If this because he don't leave the birds free or something, it's possible. God loved birds a lot. So it's possible that God took his life. I don't know. But the guy did not live long after this. And I told him, everything okay, neighbor? Because every day I saw him. And then we talked to each other. And then he did say, yeah, everything okay. But I saw in his eyes he did lie all the time. It was not okay with him, you know. So yeah, then I told him, don't lie to me. We are neighbors. I am very honest with you. I want you to be very honest with me. And he told me, yes, no, I don't lie. Everything okay. But every day I talked to him, and every day he did lie. I saw this thing directly. And then later, neighbors come by my door and they tell me, yeah, your neighbor, man, I did not see him for 3 days and all that kind of thing. And then I did say, yeah, wait, I will call the police. And I tell the police, can you take away my neighbor is did die and all that kind of thing. Can you take him away? And then the police say to me, how do you know? Yeah, I tell them, I don't know how I know. Come and take him away. And then they come and I'm outside and I say, and then they say, you did come? And I say, yeah, yeah, take him away. He did pass away. And then all the neighbors start to laugh, because, yeah, I never did look inside that it is the truth. But I did get the feeling, I walk with God and I know those things. And then all the people start to laugh and say, nah, man, he did not die. Maybe he's on vacation or something. And I say to the people, wait till he come outside and you will become quiet. So then the police come outside with this guy. And yeah, and then the people who saw this, when I did say this, they did not believe. And then I say, so now you can go in and be quiet. Bye bye. And then they all did go in, because they know who I am. They know I did speak the truth. They did not like it, but that I can do those things. Yeah, for them it's a miracle, in their face, right in their faces. But it did happen, and this is also how I did call the police. I know already what did happen. You know, I feel he died, and these are stories, folks. If it happened to you and someone is next to you, he will collapse next to you, eh? But these are the things, it happened with me all the time. So for me, it's not a problem because God told me so. God told me, yeah, you can do things. You can more than you think, you know. And God told me specifically out of his mouth to me in my ears to understand that this type of things will start to happen and people will collapse right next to me, you know. But for me, it will be no problem because God told me, yeah, things will start to happen and people will not understand, you know. Yeah, do I lie? No, man, you can hang me freaking for it. I do not lie. Come on. It really did happen, eh? But I get this all the time, folks. So for me, yeah, it's normal. It becomes normal. You go to heaven and you fall down on your knees. I go to heaven because it's my place. You understand? Yeah, it's where I come from, folks. I come from heaven, So for me, it's normal, but for you, it's collapsing. No, easy. But it's the same here on earth. I get the same thing. You collapse next to me. You do because you never saw this thing that it is possible and all that kind of shit. You think I'm telling fairy tales, and then you collapse next to me, and I think, oh, he did collapse. Yeah, I do understand because it's not understandable what I get. So when God did come to me, I did collapse. Yeah, this is where I did collapse. you know. But all the stories I tell you with the cat and all the kind of bullshit, it's true. And for me, I do not collapse, but people next to me find it a little bit strange and will become white and fall down and all that kind of shit. Yeah, it happened to me all the time. But for me, it's normal that you collapse because you do not come from that world where I come from. I told you, folks, I'm really the unknown prophet of God. You can laugh about it, but I can show you precisely what did happen. It's no joke. Do I sound like I make a joke or stutter or whatever or sweaty or come on, folks? I know what I'm talking about. I know what did happen to me and people next to me who collapse. They just collapse. They fall down, sit down, need to rest, need to come till they got their mind back. Yeah, this type of things, it happens all the time. But for me, it's normal. But for you, it's not. And I understand. I understand. For me also, it was not normal that God did come to me and choose me. It's not normal. It's not a normal thing. Normally, it should not happen. But it's necessary because it's time. And that's how I can talk about the end of time because I saw it. God showed me precisely what will happen. End of the world. I thought it was a movie. No, God said no. No, it's reality. Yeah, then what can you do if God say this? You know, cry, cry for you. I cry for you. You understand? I cry for you. I do not cry for myself. I cry for you, folks. I do it for you. All the things I do, all the things I say, I do it for you to wake you up in everything what is possible. You can still not see, but it's there. But it's hiding. You know, you do not know, but I know. I saw it already. And when you see it, you will collapse. You understand? You will collapse. And when I'm there, you collapse next to me. Then you will understand how real I really am. I'm very real. And God also is very real. It's not a joke. And what I did say about the days and all those kind of things, God do not know any day. I'm telling you, folks, He do not know. He did start somewhere, and you people did call it days, hours, minutes, whatever there is. But God did start out of nothing. Not a day, not a minute, not nothing. And you people say He did work for 7 days. God do not know the days. I only know God did work. But that's it. God did work till it was finished. This is how God did work. And that's it. That's the real story. God did work till it was finished. Is this 1 day, 2 days, 10 days, 20? It doesn't matter. When it was done, God did go. That's the story. That's the real story. But people did make it days. That's it. Not God. Church, the same thing. People did create church. Not God. Belief. People did create belief. Not God. Got nothing to do with God. All those things you think it got something to do with God? No, it's not true. And then I talk about all the things what got something to do with God. I'm telling you folks right now, and again, whenever you will hear it, it's not true. This all come from people and never from God. For the people who really walk with God, they will understand it. They will say the same thing, like I say right now. You know, there is no one, so I'm scared that I'm the only one who was touched. And I think that's the thing. That is what it is. Okay, that is despicable. I think it's very despicable. You know that I am the only one. It's very despicable. So it means I I am the only one who really love God, and you are not so real with God. All of you, the whole planet. You know, because God only find me, and I think it's despicable because we live with 8 billion people almost. You know, and God could not find out this 8 billion. Yeah, only me. Now, how despicable can you be? I think it's dramatic despicable. Or else God will find more who really love Him, deeply in love with God. You know. But God showed me no. He told me don't trust no one and don't trust anything. Now there you get it. He said this to me when he did touch me. Don't trust no one and don't trust anything. There's the answer of God. And I did say, okay, I will keep it in mind. But when I did hear this, I directly did say, but there are 8 billion people almost. Is am I the only one you could find? You tell me no one else loves you like I do? No, God could not find. So it is like that. And I think it's despicable. Very. And every day you can be with God. Yeah, I do have a special day. No, no, if you love God, every day is special. There is no special day. That do not exist. Yeah, with Christmas I love him the most. Oh yeah, why? And then a few days later, I don't like him anymore. Then I will be against him, you know. But these 2 days, I will love him deeply. That are special days. That's what they say. Now, folks, I will tell you, priest will run hard for me, run away hard for me. You understand? Priest will start to run hard for me. If I start to talk and I go into these priest people, they will run away because they are ashamed what will come out of my mouth. They will be ashamed. So they will start to run. I can take you to the real God. Come with me, folks. I show you. I show you the real God and the real meaning. I can do it when you come. And be ready for the things what will come to me. Because, or else you will collapse. You will not understand. But for me, normal understanding, for me is normal. But for you, you will become sick of it. You will not understand. You know, it's a mind thing. You'll go far from your mind. But for me, it's normal. And all these cases I tell you are the truth. No lie in it. So, folks, to be short, the bird need to come to you. Not when it is locked up. You know, it do have a free will, like you people do have your free will. You understand? God also did give the free will to everything what lives, not only you human beings. Everything what lives has a free will to choose in what they like you, human beings. Understand? Don't forget it. So where swim the fish? The fish swim in the sea. Is it captured? No way. Okay, you eat it? No way. Is it painful to see? Oh yes. Why you do this? These are the things comes in when you start to walk with God, folks. You don't understand anymore what your normal life was and what your new life will be. Because your new life is thinking like I do, talking like I do. You know, everything did become different when God did come. So let your bird free and you go in the cage, bitches, and then talk to me. Okay? You do have a free will, and that things also have a free will. If it come to you, it need to come to you spontaneously. Understand? it need to choose you. Then it's good. But this is something in your being, what birds like in you. This is how birds can come to you. You understand? Then the bird choose you are a very nice person. That's why the bird will come to you. But you need to get something special in you so that the bird can feel and see, oh, hey, look, I can go to her or him, or that child. It's a feeling. It comes from the bird. It comes from the fish. It comes from the dog, the cat. You understand? It comes from the animal. It comes from the cow, horse, everything what lives can choose you, but free choice. Can a lion fall deeply in love with you? Yes, it's possible. Or it eat you, or it can love you. Yeah, most of the times it eat you. But it's possible that you do have this vibe to this wild animal, and then you can create like family, love. You know. But I tell you, folks, it's rare. It's rare. But in heaven, it's normal. It's normal. Everybody is your friend. All the animals and all that kind of things. It comes to you. It talk with you. It do things. You know. For birds, talking there is normal. They talk like human. So yeah, it's a normal thing. But here it's a special case. You understand? So there is everything. For me is normal. For you is collapsing. Definitely. And that will happen in this world. Start to walk with me. You will collapse. Then you know I speak the truth. You will see it with your own eyes. Walk with me. You will understand that I'm very special. And that's, yeah, the choice of God. You know? Yeah, I can choose someone. And God also did choose someone. Now, this someone was me. I never can change it. And if people are standing for my door and they hear this story and they call me outside to tell the story again, then I will tell the same story again. And then they will kill me. You understand? I know they will kill me already. But I tell the truth. But I think it's a lie. And that's why they will kill me. You know? This is also how Jesus did that. The same thing. And Jesus is God. So then I will die that day. And I know. You understand? Because I speak the truth. This is how Jesus did die. He did speak the truth. People could not handle it. So they did kill him. Yeah, Jesus did say, yeah, I walk with God. And then the high priest and all that kind of shit come and say, blasphemy, blasphemy. This is how he did die. He always did speak the truth. This is also how I will die, folks. You understand? I cannot lie about things like you can do. You know, I may not do it. So if this happens, then I will die. Then you know. Then another one die who speaks the truth. That's how Jesus was killed, butchered. He was not killed; he was butchered. Butchered like an animal. When I saw this, I thought it was an animal what was slaughtered. I could not see it was a human being. So, understand? That's what really did happen. That's what I saw. And this butchered figure come back. Whoa, he come back. I'm waiting for this thing, especially. He come back. Do never forget this. You better did die already before he come. I'm warning you. This budget figure come back. And then you can say, yeah, I got nothing to do with it. This is my ancestors. It doesn't freaking matter. Look what you're doing now. The same thing. So he come back. Are you ready? I'm warning. This budget figure is crazy, folks. He's crazy mad. He's very mad. If I did not know, I will never tell you. But wait for him. This budget figure come back. I hope he will budget you all the same you did do with him. Like you are busy now, your punishment will be very high. I'm warning you. No jokes. Don't push this man so that he will come on earth. Don't push him. Don't do it. But I thought already, you people will push him. You know, I don't know any better, or that's what I saw. You will push him because he don't want to come. He don't want to come. But the most craziest person is the butchered figure your ancestors did kill. He did never forget, like you forget nothing. Well, it goes deep into you, you understand? But when you are with God, all the things come back again. You know, it did happen with me. So I know everything. What did happen in my young life till now. Even when I was a baby, I saw myself fighting, you know, in a big war with sperm cells. Lots, millions, billions, lots. I was with many when I did come, and I saw this thing. A thing you will never talk about, folks. I'm telling you, because that is not possible. You never did see this. It's what God will not give you. You know, He only give it to the people in what He think it's needed. It's the choice of God. But yeah, if an animal chooses you, it's also the choice of the animal. And you are the chosen one in the eyes of that animal, you know. Get lots of love, lots of love. Love human being can never give. Yeah. From an animal, it's another love. It's another feeling. But only the people can talk about it who get love every day from a bird or a cat or a cow or whatever, or a fish. It's also possible. Can be a little fish or a big fish. It's something about the feeling. It can happen with you. And when it happens, then you understand the love. Then you must be something special in the eyes of that thing who choose you. You know, this is what this animal think of you. He think you are something special. That's why it will choose you. But also with the girl I'm talking about, with this bird, she did buy it from the cage. You understand? So it was captured already. And out of this capture, this girl took it, and the bird did feel it, you know. And then something can happen, start to happen. Love come because he is out of his cage. You understand? And now look, the bird is still free. It can fly away all the time because the door is always open. And at night, he don't want to fly, so then he stay inside. But the door is still open, you know. But he don't fly at night, so they can close the door. These are also creatures by day, not by night. By night they sleep. And then I remember with the parent my friend did have, when it become dark, they put a blanket over the cage, you know, because then it become more dark, and then they close their eyes, then they go sleep. If you don't do this, it will not sleep. Well, it will sleep, but not that good. A blanket, it helps, definitely. It's also good for the bird. So, but I think I did say everything I needed to say, the dreams, and I did not get visions. And I think something will start to happen with Justin Bieber. When, I don't know, it can take a short time. Or one of these other two guys. And if I see it big, then a festival, maybe it called Despacito or something. I don't know. I don't know, but there is something. And this will start soon. But when? I don't know. And what will happen? I also did not see it. Only God now. So maybe soon I will get a dream about these three guys, and then I can say, yeah, I saw this. So this will start to happen. But I did not get it yet. So, oh, yeah, I see this guy standing. He do have the same hair and blocked shirt, red, black, like I did say. Yeah, it did look like him. But then a little bit older. Yeah, a little bit older than this Despacito guy who did create the song. But he looked like him. Also the color and of the skin and the hair. This is a guy who was in my dream, and then I very fast sitting in my bed, so fast. Whoa! Who did open my sleeping room door? I was so fast. But this was a nice figure. But he do have the same clothes on I see here, like that figure what did come to me. And also the same, only a little bit more old. I think maybe 5 or 6 years more old than this guy I see here. But the same clothes. But it was not that guy. That's what I know for sure. But he looked like it. I never know that I will react this fast, man. Sitting in my bed like so fast. End of story. Case closed. I go shopping because I need drinks, food, chips, milk, cola, cheese. Uh, what more? I think that's it. I get everything. End of story. Case closed.